Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a birthday celebration turned sour in Williamsburg after a fight broke out with police involved. And Corbin made a recent change to traffic flow after city officials were made aware of increasing accidents.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6:31 on September 19th. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. Brandon, it's been a foggy start to the morning and a chilly one. So with everyone waking up, going to school, going to work, take a jacket.
Exactly.
Leave a little early.
Exactly. Give yourself plenty of time. Make sure you're bundled up. I mean, it's not frigid out there.
It's not frigid.
There's a chill in the air.
It's a nice morning for like a warm cup of coffee.
That's right. It's crisp.
Crisp.
It's crisp out there this morning. All right, let's take a look at that fog, and Olivia's right. It is thick and dense out there. Watch out for each other and watch out for the school buses, okay? There are a lot of those out this morning, so just be careful. Zero visibility or very, very close to it from Logan, West Virginia, up through Moorhead, down through Jacksboro, Somerset. I mean, it's everywhere, so just take care out there this morning. Be extra careful. Look at that blanket from Buffalo Mountain as we look down into town there. So again, very much foggy here. We're fogged in at the WYMT studios this morning, so just be aware of that. 50 in Hazard, 48 Clintwood, and Wise 50 Jonesville. Williamsburg, who else is at 50? That's it. Ashland is at 50, and then you got some low to mid 50s out there. Looks like Monticello right now, the warmest spot in the region at 58. Breakfast forecast, we are going to see those low to mid 50s there for a little while this morning. Slowly start to climb as we head deeper into the day there, and we should see the sunshine after that fog lifts. Olivia?
Brandon, thank you. One former Kentucky governor has died. Brereton C. Jones was the state's 58th governor. Jones held the position from 1991 to 1995 and served as lieutenant governor from 1987 to 1991. Jones' lieutenant governor was Eastern Kentucky native Paul Patton. Patton succeeded Jones as governor from 1995 to 2003. Jones was a native of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and graduated from the University of Virginia back in 1961. Jones was 84 years old. 3 Southern Kentucky police officers are on the mend after they were hurt making arrest. 2 officers were hurt breaking up a fight between a man and a woman. Another suffered possible hand and head injuries at a party that got out of hand. Police say in both cases alcohol was a big factor. One of the 2 men arrested is talking about it from jail. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on what has 3 officers healing up.
Brandon Oakley says he doesn't remember much about what happened Saturday night when a celebration took a terrible turn.
I was drinking. It was my birthday Saturday. I was drinking, and I don't even know how they got there.
Police say Oakley was fighting with a woman in the parking lot, and as officers responded, he turned on them.
He kicked one of the officers in the face, kicked one of them in the groin, and spit on both of them.
I messed up, man. I made a bad mistake. I was too intoxicated. I should never hit him or whatever they said.
Officer Dorman Patrick suffered at least 1 broken finger. Both he and Officer Stephen Hill will have to undergo testing after being spit on. Not long after that, police were called to Sycamore Street on a party and noise complaint. That's where they say they encountered 19-year-old Austin Silva, who tried to run off.
Still watching body cam video. We don't really know how Officer Lovett got his hand broke, but it's a pretty significant break on his hand. He's going to have surgery on it.
Both incidents happened the same day within hours of one another.
Both our incidences deal with people extremely intoxicated, and some people just don't need to drink.
Nah, I'm gonna stop drinking though.
Police say the assault cases have an already thin department thinner because 2 other officers were also out for various issues. In Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Oakley remains in the Whitley County Jail, but Austin Silva was released Monday. Oakley is facing multiple charges of assault, escape, terroristic threatening, disorderly conduct, and alcohol intoxication. Silva is charged with resisting arrest, fleeing and evading, disorderly conduct, alcohol intoxication, and criminal trespassing. 2 people are hurt following a shooting police believe stemmed from an incident of road rage. It happened this past Saturday morning on Highway 776 in the Freedom community of Wayne County. When deputies arrived at the scene, they determined 2 cars were involved and both drivers had been shot. One of the drivers was flown to UK hospital with life-threatening injuries, while the other person refused medical treatment. In Rowan County, Moorhead police arrested a man wanted on a warrant Sunday night. During the arrest, they found over 30 grams of suspected methamphetamine and trafficking equipment. 39-year-old James Reynolds was taken to the Rowan County Jail. He faces charges related to trafficking a controlled substance. One person was brought into custody after he loaded a cart up with items without paying for them in Wayne County. Sunday evening, officers with the Monticello Police Department responded to a shoplifting complaint at the local Walmart. James B. Bell added merchandise into a cart totaling about $137. Bell was arrested and was charged with theft by unlawful taking. He was taken to the Wayne County Detention Center. One Southern Kentucky Police Department is asking for help in looking for a truck involved in a theft. The London Police Department is asking everyone to be on the lookout for a white Chevy Silverado. Officials with the department say the driver is armed with a gun. This truck was last seen on the Hal Rogers Parkway. If you see the truck, police say do not approach it, but to contact the department at 606-878-7004. The U.S. News and World Report has revealed their top rankings for the best colleges in the country, and here is where some Kentucky universities and colleges ranked. The University of Kentucky was ranked 84th among top public schools in the U.S. They ranked 64th in 2022. Among regional universities in the South, Morehead State was ranked 45, down from 41st last year. And Alice Lloyd College was ranked 34th among regional colleges in the South, down 13 spots from last year. After receiving a grant of nearly $500,000, one college is looking to provide training to students for high-demand jobs. Southeast Kentucky Community and Technical College is adding the Essential Skills Hub program to give students the chance to train for high-demand jobs in the region. The hub will focus on recovery for students anywhere from 15 to 24 years old and provide housing as well.
We aim the purpose of the hub to provide in-demand training for in-demand jobs, and increase the workforce participation in our area was extremely important to us, and increase digital equity.
Grandparents are also able to participate in the program if they are the legal guardian of a student. Johnson says housing for students or participants in the hub will be finished by the end of the year to give students peace of mind when coming out of recovery. A major road in downtown Corbin underwent a change after city officials were informed of increasing accidents. A changed city manager, Marlon Sam, says will take time for people to get used to. WYMT's Jack Demler spoke to Sams about the change in traffic patterns.
Officials with District 11 of the Kentucky Highway Department informed Corbin officials of issues related to T-bone accidents occurring on Roy Kidd Avenue and Main Street.
And they gave us a couple proposals and asked us if we'd be interested in changing over to a one-way street.
A change the city began working on 2 weeks ago.
Since Main Street is one way, when this ties into it, it is well traveled, but as you can see already, it gained us about 16 parking spaces for downtown.
An addition that helps a thriving downtown.
And when we have events, there's adequate parking, so that's one reason we went ahead and done it.
Sam says while there has been an overall positive reaction,
we've had a few naysayers
who are against the change.
You're used to going a certain way every day, getting back and forth to work or schools or whatever, and I think this changed. But overall, I think it'll work out in the end. as a good thing we done.
Sam says the change will take some time getting used to, but ultimately be beneficial in the long run. In Corbin, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
Sam says the change helps with eliminating traffic flows and easing traffic coming off of Main Street.
6:41 here on this Tuesday morning. We are tracking a little bit of traffic on the interstate there, I-75 northbound at Mount Vernon. No major issues, fog in the distance, but not terrible over in Rockcastle County, but it is in some places. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s out there, all basically Southwest Virginia communities except for Grundy. Back in the 48-degree club there this morning. We're watching Grundy at 51, Hazard at 50, Williamsburg at 50, Ashland at 50, and I believe that's it. Everybody else is low to mid-50s out there this morning. So again, chilly start to the day. Headlines, another beautiful day thanks to high pressure. We're going to see a warming trend, but summer will end as we head toward this weekend. I can hear everybody out there crying right now who are summer fans. I'm sorry, it's the way it works every year. Fall is on the way, but it's actually a little bit later this year, 2:51 Saturday morning, and we're talking about our next rain chance. We'll probably be late this weekend, early next week. Olivia?
Thanks, Brandon, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:42. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. A recent study shows obesity-related cardiac deaths have increased despite a decline in heart-related illnesses.